Let's go on to the stone-bound tales of a sunken city. There's an island at the picturesque site in Baku on the coast of the Caspian Sea. On this island, which is close to the Bayil district of Baku, there is a structure built long ago called the Bayil Castle, after the name of the surrounding area. During a major earthquake that rocked Baku in 1306, the building collapsed, the island submerged and remained underwater for several centuries. It was only in the early 18th century when the Caspian Sea retreated and the island resurfaced. The mystery of the Bayil Castle has intrigued the scientists, travelers, researchers and archaeologists who have visited Baku over the centuries. Research scientists have referred to it as a Sabayil Castle, Bayil Castle, Underground Town, Caravanserai, Custom House, Defense Castle and other, and put even forward a scientific theories about the castle's purpose, its historical role, and the causes of its demise. It was impossible to express a definite scientific opinion about the building that emerged from the surface from about 250 years ago. Who had this strangely designed building belonged to, whose destiny was tied to it? Scientists were confronted by a puzzle. The building complex, which is 40 meters long and 180 meters wide, consists of 15 semicircular castles 16 to 28 meters apart and are connected by a wall. One of the castles at the four corners, the northern one, stood alone, but the others were connected via small cells. The wall was between 1.2 and 1.5 meters thick. On the wall there were individual stone panels with frieze inscriptions. From 1939 to 1969, an archaeological expedition discovered relics and at different times 699 inscribed stone panels. Stones are currently kept in the country yard of the Shirvanshah Palace in the Old Town. They are decorated with inscriptions in Arabic and Persian, chain-shaped ornamentation, and images of people, animals, birds, and mythical animals. It is clear from the images in these panels that the craftsmen who made them were highly cultured and capable of subtle observation. The Bayil stones are valuable in the study of the culture of the Shirvanshah's period. However, time and the elements have affected many of them. Up to 30% of the stones recovered from the sea had been damaged by the centuries-long work of the waves, and their inscriptions and images have been rubbed away. Numerous conducted research made scientists and archaeologists and even historians believe that the Bayil Castle belonged to the Shirvanshahs. In 1965, a special laboratory was set to clean and read the stone's inscriptions at the Shirvanshah's Palace Complex, a state historical architectural reserve museum. The inscriptions on the stones provided, for the first time, interesting information about 9th-14th century Shirvan and the history of the Shirvanshahs, the prominent personalities of the time, the dynasty of craftsmen who were involved in the construction of the castle. The inscriptions also specify the date of the construction. On the basis of the inscription studied, it was established that the castle was built on one of the Bayil hills near the Caspian Sea coast from 1232 to 1233 during the life of Shirvanshah Fariburz. A fragment of a description was found among the friezes which helped to establish the name of the architect of the Bayil Castle, Abdul Majid Masudoglu. At the same time, in 1232, this architect also built a round castle in Mardekan, which was part of Absheron's integrated defense system, defending the city and the Bayil Castle from the north. The design of the stones used in the construction of the castle confirms the high level of architecture in Azerbaijan. The names of the Shirvanshahs also inscribed sequentially on the stones, and above each ruler's name are symmetrical images of their symbols: people, animals, birds, and mythical images. The images on the stones are integral and organic parts of the whole design. The realistic images in their different forms may have represented years. Most interesting of the animal images is the full-face image of a bull's head. The same image is found above the eastern gate of Baku's old city wall and also on the stone found near the Maiden Tower. This image of a bull, found in 3 different places, symbolizes the Azerbaijani people's strength, valor, and their heroic fight against foreign invaders. Individual fragments of some of the animal images show that there were life-size bas-reliefs of horses and lions. A relief with a full-face image of a person's head and Fariburz's name on it surface is also interesting. This is a bas-relief of the Shah, who ruled when the castle was being built. The Bayil stones are a valuable source of information about the Azerbaijani people's past and their highly developed art and culture. Future study of the inscriptions on the stones will help not only to solve the mystery of the Bayil castle, but will also make it possible to shed more light on the history of the whole Azerbaijani capital. The name Sabayil itself gives rise to certain speculation. There are many legends about the people of the land called Saba, and a verse of the Quran is dedicated to its story. The people there worshipped the sun, and for their disobedience to God, their land was inundated by a flood. Could there be a connection? That's all for today. Thank you for listening.